business. I went down in the elevator, walked down the street, got into the crosswalk at the corner of 6th Avenue and 43rd. I looked left, looked right, and crossed the street with probably 30 other people, but 29 of them were successfully able to avoid the taxi that struck me. I became the godfather of consultative selling because of something that happened on the corner of 6th Avenue and 43rd Street. It was late December. The phone rings, my assistant comes in, she says, "It's the CEO of the pharmaceutical company. He wants to talk to you." So I pick up the phone and it's his assistant. And she says, "Jeff is going to be in China in January when you're due to come in and give your speech. He'd like you to come over and give him a high-level overview of what you're going to share with the management committee." At that point, I took a deep breath. I said, okay, and put on a jacket and tie, called my fiance. I said, "Listen, I'm not going to be able to make it for lunch." She said, "Don't worry. This isn't the first time you've stood me up. I have alternate plans." I went down in the elevator, walked down the street, got into the crosswalk at the corner of 6th Avenue and 43rd. I looked left, looked right, and crossed the street with probably 30 other people, but 29 of them were successfully able to avoid the taxi that struck me. Now, the police estimated the cab was going over 30 miles an hour when it hit my body. And they estimated this from measuring how far I had flown. It was over 23 feet, actually. I don't remember any of that. The next thing I remember was being strapped to a backboard, being wheeled down the hall of St. Vincent's Hospital on a gurney looking up at ceiling tiles. And I did in that moment what just about everyone does, regardless of their faith, regardless of their creed. I prayed and I said, "God, if you let me out of this situation, if you help me regain the feeling in my arms and my legs," you see, I was paralyzed from my armpits down. "If you bring that back to me, Lord, I'm going to make some changes. And I'm never going to compromise my personal belief system for the good of my business." Many people think the client is always right, and that's simply not true. In this case, I was doing myself a disservice. I was doing the client a disservice because I wasn't prepared to give this presentation. But I was held hostage by this client because their business was worth almost $20 million to my company. And I didn't want to blow it. I thought if I didn't run to his side when he called, I would blow that business. I wasn't a servant, but I didn't realize it yet. Now that day passed. And as you can see, if you're watching me here, everything works. My arms, my legs, the feeling came back. I was paralyzed for a brief period of time, about 27 hours. But I am now 100% functional, and I've had 2 kids since this event. Everything works, and it's important for me that you know that everything works. I made 3 decisions that day. Decision number 1, if something's not in the client's best interest, I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to hold my ground. And if I get fired for being a person who's giving the best possible advice to the client, so be it. I'm not going to compromise my beliefs for any client ever. The second decision I made was that I have to have more confidence in myself if I can sell, especially if I'm a consultative sales professional. I can replace any client at any time. I don't need any client. I want clients, and I want my clients to be happy, and I want to be a lifelong partner in those client relationships. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let a client bully me into doing something that isn't right for them and isn't right for me. That's never going to happen again. That was the commitment I made between God and I, and that's the commitment I'm going to adhere to. The third thing that I decided in that moment was that my focus was going to be on building a business that would match my lifestyle, that would serve my lifestyle. You see, there are 2 types of businesses in this world. And salespeople, if you work for a big company, you have one of these 2 types of businesses. Not your company, your personal approach is either free or it's fake. Now, those are acronyms. The acronym FREE stands for fun, rewarding, easy, and engaging. The acronym FAKE stands for frustrating, annoying, and killing you slowly every day. Let's talk about what a free business looks like. And if you're a salesperson and you can sell, particularly using consultative sales, you can be free. You want to have fun? There's never more fun than helping a client solve their problems and getting paid to do it. The best friends that I have in the world are clients who've been with me 15 years or more. They are enormously grateful to me and I to them because I help them with their problems as they come up. They help me because they invest in me financially. Now, financially is a key element because we want our businesses to be rewarding, and that's the R in free. And a business is rewarding not only at the fiscal level, not only at the financial level. A business is rewarding in what you take away from it. And you need to have the opportunity to learn and to grow every day. So if you're in consultative sales, you're intellectually curious, you're asking wonderful questions of your clients, you're learning, you're growing every single day, and that's rewarding. You want an easy business? There's no business that's easier than one that comes to you through referrals. And a huge part of consultative selling is going out and connecting with evangelists, with people who can talk about you and your business and your service. And those evangelists will pass referrals to you. You'll get 1, 2, 3, maybe even 5 or more every month. And they come to you while you're on the golf course, while you're on a boat, while you're on vacation with your family, or while you're sitting in your office. The phone will ring and those referrals come to you like magic. The last E is engaging. And what does engaging really mean? It's a business that draws you in. If you think about it, your business should be like a magnet to you. When you were a kid, if you were involved in sports or if you were involved in a really cool after-school activity, you didn't want to stop doing it. When I was a kid, I loved to play baseball, and you'd find me in my backyard playing baseball with my friends every day, all day, winter, spring, summer, fall, because I loved baseball. It was engaging. Well, your business should be the same thing. If you're great at consultative selling, your business will be engaging. You'll be drawn to it. It'll be a weekend and you'll be playing golf with a client and 2 prospects. Or it'll be a Saturday night and you and your wife will be going out to dinner with your best client and his wife and someone who's a great referral for them. Fun, rewarding, easy, and engaging. Now, right now, you may be in a position where your business is fake. And that's frustrating. You can't believe you got to do this for this client. This is the exact place you didn't want to be at this stage in your career. You are pulling your hair out because you're a sales manager and you've got a business development team that won't do what you tell them to do. That's frustrating. Now, annoying, the A in fake, is a term that you can define for yourself. When I got that call on that December afternoon in my office, I was annoyed. That was annoying. When I give a client guidance and they do the exact opposite of what I asked them to do, that's annoying. The K is killing you every day. Now, the thing I didn't tell you, at the time of this story, I was 220 pounds on a 5'9" frame. That's morbidly obese. My blood pressure was routinely between 140 and 150 over 90 and 110. My cholesterol, well, let's just put it this way. If you opened my veins, you could have put it on pasta because it was just like ragu. My blood, that is. So my health was not great. Now, why was my health in that kind of shape? Because I was traveling constantly. I had no time for myself. Financially, I was doing fine, but I didn't have any place to spend my money because I was always on the road or I was at home trying to recover. I was eating nachos in the airport, and that's what you get when you eat nachos in the airport as your meal 5 nights a week. Killing you every day. Free business, fun, rewarding, easier, engaging. Fake business, frustrating, annoying, killing you every day. You have a choice to make. If you watch the videos on my YouTube channel, if you master consultative sales, you can count yourself on the side of the free business, and you can take the fake business and put it aside forever. The beauty of this is you didn't have to get hit by a taxi cab. You just had to invest a few minutes here with me today. There's another video filling in right below us right now. I encourage you, watch those videos, and I'll see you in the next show.